Welcome back. This is Nicolbw, and we are on Agrarian Skies. I think this is our episode 16? I think so. Episode 16 already. Woohoo! Okay, so I have some updates because a lot of stuff has happened since I built the reactor last time. And I know the time before that I said we were going to start bees, which is what we're going to do today. But I want to kind of show you around a little bit and show you what is going on. So I have not changed anything with the reactor. I have put a painting. However, somehow I have like 50 paintings in my ME system. I don't know where they're coming from. This is still going great. We're still full. I haven't changed any of the settings for any of this. We are using quite a bit more flux per tick because for the laser drill, I have 2 laser drills going and 7 pre-chargers. So one of them only has 3 and the other one has 4. So we have 2 of those going, plus all of the machines and everything. In here, the processing center, I have changed everything around. I have put up 18 redstone furnaces, 18 pulverizers, and each of these are pulverizing one type of ore, both the regular overworld and the nether kind. And then they're just being outputted into the interfaces, and yeah, and then the dust is coming in. And I have room and I have materials, so I went ahead and just made one of for every kind of metal. Then I have these up here that actually have patterns in them, so if I need certain things, I'm having these go ahead and do the combs, centrifuge the combs. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Upstairs we have pulverizers making more sand. So one making gravel, the other's making sand. I have pressers automatically taking care of the soy. And I have a squeezer automatically. This is inputting seeds, and I have it move single items in craft. This fluid level emitter, I want 160 buckets of seed oil. That's what we need for the challenge. So it is putting the melon seeds in there and creating the seed oil for me. Let's see, I've not done anything else. We did find there was a peck that spawned over there, so I put him in a safari net and put my auto spawner in there because we have over 10,000 buckets of mob juice. So I thought, why not? Why not? So I made another one of these. This is collecting, this has all of the books, the enchanted books and stuff that are coming in. This has wands that he's dropping, and this has mana beans that he's dropping. So that way it stays out of our ME system. So if we look, we can look and see we're getting a lot of mana beans. So I'm hoping they're going to be really useful because I've never really gotten into Thumbcraft. So I have kind of cleaned up around here. I moved my fisher back over there so it's up out of the way. I've kind of cleaned up. I've used some of the lava. I have 80 of these igneous extruders working to make cobblestone. It is going so slow. I have over 3 million, but you need like 43 million. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take a while. So okay, so you had seen I made the industrial apiaries. So what I did was I put some down, and I will show you how to make each of these different bees here in a second. I put each kind down in here with an automation upgrade, a light upgrade, and a seal upgrade. This will make it, the light upgrade makes it work during the dark or at night, and this will make it work even when it's raining. This automatically, when it gets done, it automatically puts a princess here and fills up the drone space. Any extras of anything, the combs, drones, extra princesses, they all go down this line into the chest, and it's getting sucked into my ME system. These, of course, need power. If you can look, each one of these with the upgrades, because the upgrades make it use more power, each one of these is using almost 25 RF a tick, but with our reactor, it's no big deal. We have our lasers over there. Awesome. We also have Modest, Valiant, and I don't have the Ender Bees in there right now because they poisoned me. So I don't want to be poisoned right now. So let me show you. And I just have a Tesseract powering everything. Okay, so let me show you. These are the recipes to breeding bees. Now, I used the mutagen producer. You put blocks of redstone in there, you get this stuff called mutagen. If you have the blocks next to, if you have the Mutatron, I suggest and recommend you go just directly to the advanced Mutatron, because when you're breeding, you get to pick what comes out of it. So I wouldn't even bother making the regular Mutatron, just make the advanced. You need labware in there as well. I'm running low on labware. I'll have to make some more. So you make mutagen. It makes this green liquid. It gets put over here, and then you can put your princess and drone in there of different species. Pick what you want to come out of it, and then it'll work. And if we click to see recipes like this, you can put an embittered and a sinister together. It uses a bucket of mutagen and will create a furious queen. And then you can put that in a hive or in an industrial hive, let it run through its cycle, and then it'll give you a princess and drone out of it. But it makes for pure breeds when you breed them, so you're not having a combination of stuff. Much simpler, much faster, and I can show you how it's done in a second. Ignore this stuff up here. Okay, so you take two of your hives. I don't know if it can be any two, but forest and meadows are usually pretty good. And if you breed those together, you will get common. You will get a common queen. Well, no, you'll get the queen, like you'll get a meadows queen. Anyway, you can breed those to get common. Now, if you breed a common with one of your hives, it doesn't have to be the forest, but if you breed the common with the hive, you get cultivated. Now, from there, you can breed the cultivated and the common together, but you're going to get two different options. You'll get noble or diligent. So if you pick noble, then this is the thing the breeds you will end up on, the road, the path. If you pick diligent, then this bottom path is the one you will end up with. So cultivated and noble will get you majestic, whereas cultivated and diligent will get you unweary. Now, majestic and noble, so you're basically breeding the one you just made with the last one. So majestic and noble will get you imperial, and diligent and unweary will get you industrious. Now, one of these, and I'm not sure which one, that was weird, will it gives you regeneration, and one of them will give you the royal jelly that you'll need to create a lot of the recipes in the book, or for the advanced stuff. So to make the alvearies, you'll need royal jelly. You also need royal jelly to make some of the different machines for genetics and stuff like that. So, and later on in the video, I think probably towards the end, I had turned in some of the challenges earlier and recorded that, and so some of them are already turned in, and I won't show you those because it's a little spoiler alerty. Well, you know what, it doesn't matter. So those are just the basics. This is the basics of the bees. These are the 2 in-game bees, just for the basic ones. Then you have magic bees and extra bees and all of those, and I'm not sure how to make those. These are extra ones that I got, the monastic princess and the tropical. I also got the ender, which I took out. Now I tried to breed 2 bees together and ended up getting genetic waste. So I don't know if the 2 bees that I tried breeding together weren't supposed to go together, or if it just, there's a slight chance that it won't work and you'll get genetic waste. I'm not sure. So you might watch out for that. I was just trying to get a common, so I don't know if I put 2 hive bees together that weren't supposed to go together. So let's take a look. Do I have? Nah, that's all right. Okay, so let's go and make, you know what, we have a whole bunch of these. So we will make cultivated, and I'll show you how this works. Okay, so we have the mutagen already. So we'll pick the forest and the common, and the only choice we have is cultivated. If we had another choice, they'd be down here. So we'll pick cultivated, and it runs. And now we have a cultivated queen. So we can put it in one of these, and let's put it in here. Just take that out and turn it on. And then it will run and do its cycle and stuff, and then the output, actually it'll probably get sucked up because of the pipes, but let's just do that. Let's put this in here so I don't lose it. And yeah, it'll run through its cycle, and as you can see, like this one is 84% done, and this one is 13% done. And as you can see how many drones that I have, like I have a lot of extra drones, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, because I've had these running for quite a while. Now in here, there is, in the bragging rights, there's this bee domination, and it says forest drones 100,000. That is why I was breeding or have the forest drones going, but I noticed it says, luckily for you, any drone will work for this quest. I didn't realize that. So all of the extra drones that I get will work towards that. But we also need, if we go with the flow, we also need 100 buckets of BNA. Well, it's liquid DNA, but people call it BNA because it's from bees. So, which I think is it's a funny and fitting name. So I call it BNA. So that is going to take, each bee, I think, gives you 100 millibuckets. So we need 1,000 extra drones to make that. We also need 1,000 honey drops to make the honey that we need, which I think we have enough of both of those to make those, but we have the squeezer working on the seed oil. So as soon as that's done, we'll work on the honey, and then we'll work on the BNA. I have this setup here working to get me bliss powder. I put 1,600 snowballs and 3,200 redstone in here. It's making me 1,600 bliss powder, so I can make the 1600 cryotheum dust so I can make the liquid gelid cryotheum, the 160 buckets of gelid cryotheum for this challenge. So we have the leafy greens. We only have like half of what we need. The bees and trees, I have done all of this stuff. And these are the ones that I've turned in on camera, I mean, that you'll see later at the end of this video. You're a wizard. You will also see I have not done any blood magic. I haven't made the altar. I haven't done any of that because I want to do it all on camera because this is brand new mod to me and I haven't really done anything with that. Thumbcraft, I've gotten to the point where I've done the amount of stuff that I've done like ever in this mod because I haven't really played with that mod either, so I would like to do that stuff on camera as well. For the hoarding, we finished off the glass. Finally, it took a while, but having all those redstone furnaces meant that I could have them all smelting glass at the same time, and it made this glass go very fast. So let's go ahead and claim that. And the purple. I worked so hard yesterday to get this purple stuff. So let me tell you, the bees make flowers. Okay, the rows in front of the industrial apiaries, I put those there. But all the other flowers, the bees have placed. I've been collecting the red flowers for the purple dye. And yesterday, I finally had enough. Not enough as in, I've had enough, I'm quit. No, I finally had enough for all of the purple dye to make all of this stuff. It was so much fun. Oh, and I had the amaranth planks. You know what? Let me tell you a story about that. In order to get the amaranth planks, you need amaranth wood. In order to get the wood, you got to get a sapling to grow it, right? So I took one of the sifters, or the sieves, I took one of these, and if you make the topiary grass, okay, if you make the topiary grass, you can put it through the sieve, and you get saplings, like just regular saplings and stuff like that. And there's a chance that the amaranth sapling will drop. And guess what? It dropped on my very first one. So I had made a stack of the topiary grass. I think I actually made a little bit more than that. And I got a sapling on my very first one. So the planters won't plant, but the harvesters will harvest them. So I took my 2 tree farms before I torn them down, before I removed all my farms. I took the 2 tree farms and hand planted the amaranth saplings over the whole thing. And then when they were getting low and almost empty, I would hand plant them again. And it took me a while to get enough, but you only need, 25,000 logs to get the 100,000 wood. So that was pretty cool. I'm actually pretty proud of this. We got the cobalt and the ardite just because of the laser drills, so that was easy to do. Yeah, so yeah, I did have to dye some of the light gray wool because I was done with all the other stuff and the wool was the last thing, and I needed like 500 more, so I went ahead and I had some extra purple dye, and so I went ahead and just dyed the purple wool that I needed. So let's claim this finally. Yay! I'm so happy and excited to have that done. So there's only 3 more challenges here. So we have the dirt one, which needs like, over 600,000 dirt, which is going to be a problem. But I have an idea for it. We have the cobble thing going downstairs, which is not taking it's not going very fast, but is going a lot faster than it was before. And we do have all this other stuff to do. The blood magic, the Thaumcraft, so we can just let that run. If that's the last thing we turn in, that's the last thing we turn in. No big deal. This thing, I tell you what, I actually did the math. I made a spreadsheet. Let's do that while we walk. I made a spreadsheet, like in real life, to figure out how much of everything we needed. And I did the math and figured it out. To make the 16 million storage cell, you will need 11,664 redstone, 8,748 Certus, 3,280 basic processors, 364 advanced processors, 1,296 glowstone, 1,053 glass, 43 diamonds, 163 fluix dust, and 2 quartz glass. Okay, now to make the processors, both the advanced and the basic processors, you will need an additional, on top of what I had already said over here. This is just the supplies you need to make these 2 things. 7,288 redstone, 3,644 silicone, 3,280 gold, 364 diamonds, and a lot of quartz cutting knives. I didn't even figure out how many quartz cutting knives you need, but you're going to need sticks, iron, and Certus quartz for that. So yeah, you need, what is it, 7,000 plus 11,000. So like 18, 19, almost 20,000 redstone to make that one thing. To make that one thing. You know how much redstone we have? We don't even have 10,000. We don't even have a half of what we need to make that one item. So that's going to take a while. That's going to take a while, a long while. Which is fine, because guess what? The cobble's going to take a while, and the dirt is going to take a while as well. Let's see, we already said go with the flow, which we need to make the 2 different, we need to make ethanol and biofuel as well. So after we do the seeds, and after we get we'll have to get the lettuce done first, and then we will grow potatoes and carrots and wheat. We can probably stop the soybeans now. We don't need soybeans anymore. Yeah, and the saplings, and oh my goodness. I don't know. It's going to take a while for all of that. I haven't even thought about doing the ethanol and the biofuel yet. And then the bragging rights. I have made all of these machines while I was waiting for my red flowers to grow. I needed like a handful more. I went ahead and made these machines except for the chunk loader, because it needs tesseracts and it's just kind of a pain to make it. So that's the only one I have not made on that. Gosh darn it, I keep hitting escape instead of right clicking. The bee domination is going to take a while. This one needs, I've made everything, but we need a nether star. I think that's what it's called. From the wither, we need to fight the wither. That's not going to happen anytime soon. And the blood magic, we need to kill 4 withers to complete this quest. So we need to kill 4 withers to finish those. So all of this stuff is going to take a while to do, and I'm only halfway done with the lettuce, and I've been growing it for quite a while. I even have fertilizer going on part of it, trying to get it to go faster. and nothing is going. So let's put that in there. Oh, I also want to mention, this is so cool. I love that. I also want to mention, when you are going into Thaumcraft, do the McCories first, so you can make all of the food items, and you'll have 2 chests. I mean, I showed you guys I had made 2 chests of stuff. Then scan each and every thing. It will give you, some of these things give you like so many different elements. It's only like 1 or 2. Well, that one has 10, you know, but some of them, it just gives you a lot of different things. Now, some of these didn't scan, and I had ate like the smaller chest. I had ate that stuff before I had scanned it, and I wish I hadn't. So make sure you're scanning everything. So yeah, that's probably gonna be it. That's as far as I've gotten with the bees. It's basically, I don't know of any bees that I just want to have. I thought maybe the jaded ones would be cool to have, just to say that I've made them. And I do have the ender bees, but I need to make sure I have more than 1 set of those, which means I'm going to be poisoned if I put them in there. So it's going to take a little while. So I just need to let these run, get enough drones that I can turn them in for the challenges and get the BNA from it. I need to get the honey drops from it. And I think we've gotten to the point where if you have it set up like this and then just let it run, as long as you have the light, the automation, and the seal upgrade, they'll just run. No matter what the weather, whether it's night or day, they'll just keep running. As long as you put power to them, they'll just keep running. So, and they do take kind of a lot of power, but we have the reactor, so that's cool. So now it's just going to be me doing a lot of waiting around for the supplies that we need to finish off the challenges, and then we'll be doing some videos with Thaumcraft, and we'll be doing some videos with Blood Magic. I can't wait to start Blood Magic because it looks like a lot of fun, and I kind of want to do it on camera, but I don't want to start it without you guys. So, but I'm excited to start it. So, okay, at the end of this video, I am going to add in the video I took of me turning in challenges. And, oh, I forgot to open these bags. Ooh, and I know one of these has stuff in it. I think one of these has stuff in it. Somebody said to open these. This does not have anything in it. Okay. That does not have anything in it. Oops. That doesn't. Maybe it's this one? No. But this will come in handy. That one will. Are people full of it? They're full of it. Somebody said open those. Because there's stuff in there. Oh, there's nothing in there. There's nothing in those. Alright, 2 epic bags. Okay, what do we get? Ore nodes. Yay! Oh, that's good. That's good. And ore dust that I have to now process. Okay, the ore nodes are good because I placed down my ore nodes. Here, let me get my... I placed down the ore nodes that I had gotten before. I'd gotten 8 before. And one of them... Oh, did that one? No, that one didn't. Is a sinister, and it's turning my place into an eerie biome. I don't want that. I don't want you here. So, I don't know. It's right next to a pure node. And I have, these are my nodes. I don't really like talking about my nodes. Where's it? So, so now I have 8 more, and I may end up putting them up above. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what to do with them. Does that bother you? Me walking around like this? Does it? Does it? I've scanned everything. Like, everything. Okay. Okay, so now here are the videos of me opening bags from earlier and stuff. I think I'm done here. So after that will be the end of the video. So for now, I'm going to say I hope you guys have a nice day and enjoy playing Agrarian Skies for yourself. Bye-bye. Okay, so here are the quests that we have already or need to be turned in that we have already done. So we have our 10,000 tomatoes, and we have our 1,000 leafy fish sandwiches, and our bacon mushroom burgers, and last but not least, the spaghetti and meatballs. We still need the leafy greens, but that's going to take a while. If we go into bees and trees, we have finished the genetic sampler and the genetic imprinter, but we will get those back along with some Valiant and an indexer. I've also made all of the different upgrades that are needed for this, and we get modest bees. Let's see. We have 72 lives. All right. So there's nothing in there. For the hoarding, we have gotten our end stone. So I could pick the spawn ender dragon egg. It's kind of tempting, but I think I'll go with the reward bag. Looks like it's that. Let's go to the next. Nope, nothing in there. Let's look down, and nope, nothing in there either. So let's take a look in our bags. We got leather. Let's look in our other bags. We got crystal clusters. That's nice. We have a thaumium, boss silverwood, and a wand focus. I think we have one of these already. And let's look in our epic bags. We got all kinds of alveary stuff. A hammer, the cobalt hammer. That's nice. And purple heartwood, rosewood, amaranth wood. Yeah, that would have been helpful when I needed it. Some more crystal clusters and a book with efficiency 3. Oh, we got silverwood saplings and 8 aura nodes. That's a nice reward. So we've made the inoculator, purifier, gene pool, and synthesizer. See the alvearies, a lot of those I got in the bag, and I needed to make the heater and the fan. So let's pick the reward bag because I'm not making alvearies. And I went ahead and made these frames. So let's pick the reward bag. I went ahead and made the focus pouch and the gold cap. And I made the work table and the deconstruction table. Those were fairly easy to make. I think that's it. 77 lives. We got a boat with feather falling 3. Some bacon jerky. Some imp leather. Some ethereal essence. And I think that's gonna be it. Oh, and bacon jerky.